For more than 5 decades, his voice filled homes, wedding receptions, concert halls, and unforgettable moments around the world. He sang about love, hope, heartbreak, and dreams. To millions of fans, he was one of the greatest voices in R&B history. But behind the music, behind the Grammy Awards, behind the standing ovations and timeless classics, there was a deeply personal final chapter that few people ever expected to witness. And according to those closest to him, it was a goodbye his family never planned to share with the world. The passing of Peabo Bryson sent shockwaves through the music community. Fans across generations struggled to believe that the legendary singer whose voice defined so many cherished memories was suddenly gone. The man who helped bring songs like Beauty and the Beast and A Whole New World to life had passed away at the age of 75 after suffering a stroke days earlier. He died surrounded by family and loved ones, ending a remarkable journey that had touched millions of lives. For his family, however, this wasn't a headline. It wasn't a news story. It wasn't an entertainment report. It was the painful reality of saying goodbye to a husband, father, grandfather, and loved one, whose presence had been a constant source of strength and comfort for decades. In the days leading up to his passing, the family largely remained private. While fans knew that Peabo had faced health challenges in previous years, few understood how quickly circumstances would change. Reports later revealed that he had suffered a stroke and was receiving medical care. The family hoped for the best, just as countless families do when a loved one faces a sudden health crisis. But sometimes life writes a different ending. As concern grew among those closest to him, the atmosphere shifted from uncertainty to reflection. Family members gathered. Conversations became more meaningful. Every moment suddenly carried greater weight. For many families, these are the moments that happen behind closed doors. No cameras, no reporters, no audiences. Just loved ones holding onto every remaining second. According to the statement released after his passing, Peabo Bryson spent his final moments surrounded by the people who loved him most. While fans around the world knew him as an international star, those closest to him simply knew him as Peabo, a man whose laughter, wisdom, kindness, and presence mattered far more than fame ever could. That is perhaps what makes this goodbye feel so emotional. Because when someone has spent decades giving pieces of themselves through music, the public often feels connected to them. Yet the most important moments of their lives usually belong only to family. And in Peabo's final days, family became everything. Long before he became a global icon, Peabo Bryson was simply a young man with an extraordinary voice and a dream. Born in Greenville, South Carolina, he developed a passion for music at an early age. Over time, that passion transformed into one of the most respected careers in R&B history. His rise wasn't instant, it wasn't effortless. It was built through years of dedication, performances, recordings, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. As his career evolved, he became known for romantic ballads that connected deeply with audiences. Songs like If Ever You're in My Arms Again, Can You Stop the Rain, and Tonight, I Celebrate My Love showcased not only his vocal talent but also his ability to communicate emotion in a way few artists could. Then came the songs that would introduce him to an entirely new generation. His Grammy-winning performances on Disney classics transformed him into a voice recognized around the globe. Beauty and the Beast, alongside Celine Dion and A Whole New World, with Regina Belle became more than movie songs. They became cultural landmarks. For countless fans, those songs became part of childhood memories, family traditions, and life's most meaningful milestones. And perhaps that's why his passing feels so personal to so many people. Because Peabo wasn't simply singing songs. He was creating memories. Following news of his death, tributes poured in from around the world. Fellow artists, friends, and fans shared stories about his generosity, professionalism, and warmth. Many spoke not just about his talent, but about the person behind the music. One of the most touching tributes came from those who had worked closely with him throughout the years. They described a man who never lost his appreciation for music and never stopped caring about the people around him. Even in an industry known for constant change, Peabo remained respected. Not because he chased trends, not because he sought attention, but because excellence never goes out of style. In many ways, the private goodbye shared by his family revealed something important about his life. Despite worldwide recognition, his greatest treasures were never awards, chart positions, or fame. They were relationships, family, friendship, love. Those closest to him understood that side of Peabo better than anyone else. While audiences saw the performer under the spotlight, family members saw the man who showed up for birthdays, holidays, celebrations, and difficult times. They saw the father, the husband, the grandfather. And when the final chapter arrived, they were there. Holding his hand, sharing memories, offering comfort, creating one last moment together. No family ever truly plans for those moments, no matter how much time passes, no matter how prepared they think they are. The goodbye always comes too soon. Perhaps that's why the family statement resonated with so many people. It wasn't filled with elaborate language or grand declarations. Instead, it reflected something universal, heartbreak mixed with gratitude. Heartbreak because someone deeply loved was gone. Gratitude because they had the privilege of sharing life with him. As fans continue revisiting his music, many are discovering that the songs feel different now. The lyrics seem more meaningful, the emotions feel deeper, the memories become stronger. That is the power of legacy. And Peabo Bryson leaves behind a remarkable one. His voice helped define an era of R&B. His performances inspired generations of singers. His music crossed cultural and generational boundaries. And perhaps most importantly, his songs brought comfort, joy, and love into people's lives. Today, as the world remembers Peabo Bryson, the focus is not only on the awards he won or the records he sold. It is on the impact he made, the lives he touched, the memories he created, and the family who stood beside him until the very end. The private goodbye may never have been intended for public view, but the love behind it speaks volumes. And while the music world mourns the loss of an extraordinary artist, those closest to him carry something even more valuable than fame. They carry the memories, the laughter, the conversations, the love. And no matter how much time passes, those things never truly disappear. Peabo Bryson's voice may have fallen silent, but his music continues to speak. His legacy continues to inspire, and his memory continues to live on in every song, every performance, and every heart he touched along the way. Rest in peace, Peabo Bryson. Your music gave the world unforgettable moments, and your legacy will continue for generations to come.